I want to thank everybody for taking the time to be out here today, and in particular, I want to thank the Texas Rangers who joined with me today. Earlier today, the Texas Health and Human Services Commission and the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services separately received tips that allege child abuse and neglect at the federal government's child migrant facility at the Freeman Coliseum in San Antonio behind me. These problems are a byproduct of President Biden's open border policies and the lack of planning for the fallout from those disastrous policies. Complaints that were sent to these state agencies include the following four things. Children at this facility are being sexually assaulted. Second, there are not enough staff to safely supervise the children at this facility. Third, some children in this facility are not eating throughout the day. And fourth, children with COVID are not being physically separated from children without COVID. In short, this facility is a health and safety nightmare. The Biden administration is now presiding over the abuse of children. To end this abuse, the Biden administration must immediately shut down this facility. The children who are in this facility should be moved to other federally run facilities where the federal government has the space, personnel, and resources to ensure their safety. While we wait on the Biden administration to act, I'm directing the Texas Department of Public Safety and the Texas Rangers to immediately begin investigating these allegations. That investigation will be headed by Richard Henderson. He is the senior Texas Ranger lieutenant taking the Department of Public Safety lead on this investigation. The Biden administration caused this crisis and has repeatedly failed to address it. The Biden administration opened borders. The administration failed to plan for the influx of children that they invited to come. Now they face allegations of despicable child abuse and neglect. This must end. The Biden administration must act now. This facility should shut down immediately. The children should be moved to better staffed and better secured locations. And Texas Department of Public Safety and Texas Rangers must immediately investigate allegations of child sex abuse. I'll take a few questions. The complaints were received by two separate Texas state agencies this morning. One was the Texas Health and Human Services Commission. The other is the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services. As you may know, by law, they were required to pass that on to the appropriate legal authority, which they did, which is the Texas Department of Public Safety.
Who made the allegations?
The people who made the allegations, they are remaining anonymous at this time, at least as far. I don't have their names, and I don't know if their names were disclosed to HHSC and DFPS or not. I will say this, however, is my understanding the allegations come from more than one person who's been in this facility.
And when you say has been in the facility, is this someone working maybe in a volunteer capacity, someone just passing through?
Yeah, I'm not going to answer that at this time. I don't know the extent to which I can and cannot disclose information about who made the allegations. So we don't know the total number of children abused. We're concerned that it could be more than one.
Are you comfortable calling for these children to be moved before the investigation is complete?
I think the investigation needs to happen immediately, and definitely if the allegations are confirmed, then they need to be moved. And because I think the investigation should and can begin tonight. We may have answers as soon as tomorrow. And I know the Biden administration wouldn't be able to move before then, which is why I'm making the ask tonight that the Biden administration get ready to begin to move these children to a safer location.
Governor, we heard over 700 children were apprehended near the border yesterday, which would be around a record, if not a record. Where are they going if they have to shut down facilities like this one?
The Biden administration has already said, do you want me to answer that now?
The timing of a train.
This way, it's going to do it again. Maybe. Where is it at?
Passing.
All right. So the Biden administration has already said they have other locations across the entire country. Certainly, they must have locations that have better staff, better safety measures, situations where children would not be subject to abuse like this. Equally clear is this, and that is thousands of children have already been sent to multiple locations across the state of Texas, and from every location I've heard about in the state of Texas, the number of children far exceeds what is allowed by law.
We've also heard that convicted felons are being released by ICE and not being expelled out of the country in spite of having ICE detainers. What is your response to Paxton's suit from yesterday and these allegations we've been hearing about?
These allegations are outrageous and irresponsible and reckless and dangerous, and lives of people in this country are at risk if the allegations are true that felons are being released.
These are little children inside, some very young on their own. When people hear these allegations, these are very serious so far as sexual assault allegations. When it comes to tips, where would these children go? Would they be split up if they're siblings?
Where these children go will be up to the Biden administration and the Department of Health and Human Services at the federal level.
Next question.
Have you been able to visit the facility yourself, sir?
This is my first arrival at the location.
Do you plan on going in afterwards?
My thought is that it would be the Rangers who should go in and conduct the investigation. If they are not allowed in without me, I'll be going in.
Two more questions.
This is the first allegation of abuse received by a Texas state agency that I'm aware of during the course of this episode of children coming across the border.
Last question.
Governor, isn't it somewhat legally nefarious or dangerous to make these accusations before the investigation is actually completed? Are you comfortable saying these are credible allegations before anyone has stepped in foot inside?
These are very credible allegations.
All right, thank you guys so much.
Thank you all.